Yes, Madila, any doubts? Okay, and I also want to complete, React Native applications. You can also do that. As of now, we'll go with the Spring Boot, what it is. Okay, first we'll understand. So, what applications we have designed so far? So, previously we have designed Java SE. What is Java SE? So, Java SE is a standard edition. Okay, so there are so many different editions we have in the Eclipse, like standard edition, enterprises editions. Okay, so enterprise edition, you can do we can do web applications. We can also create API application programming interface. We can also design this. Okay, so what is this? What is enterprises edition? So if you are trying to create something for the enterprises, then you will be going with this enterprises edition. So previously there is something called as enterprise Java Beans, which is uh, have this technology is created by Oracle. So if you go through this is entirely for enterprise. Actually, this is little old thing which we are not using it now. So see here why this is for. EJB is nothing but enterprises Java Beans technology. So why we are going for this? So this is a server-side component architecture for Java dev platform. So if you want to create any components for server side, then we will go for this Java Beans. Okay, and what are the development and simplifications we have? This is for. So example is distributed and transactional, securable and portable applications. For that purpose, we are going for this. After this, we have so many things is lined up. This is an old one, so we don't want this. We don't want to discuss about this. So first, we'll understand about what is called as a spring. So we'll go with the spring now. So this is a spring website. If you go to the overview, I will select spring framework. Okay. So this is a spring framework. So just we'll understand what it is for. The spring frameworks provides a comprehensive programming and configuration model. So what is called configuration model? Example, uh, so we'll take three things, okay, what for the front end and the back end and then database, okay. And one more thing is I have a browser and I have a Windows, okay, Windows 10. So this Windows 10 is our operating system. So usually we will get updates for Windows, right? So for example, I'm using Windows 7. I'm trying to use a latest update of this browser. Example, I'm taking a Chrome browser. Okay, I'm going to use this Chrome browser, a latest version for my Windows 7. So is it possible? Will it support? Most probably not, right? Because it is in a different version. So what happened is, so if I'm trying to, have a front end and a back end and the database, okay. So I have three things. So while I'm working on the project, so everything should be in a equal versions. It should not be, it should not be in a degraded version, right? Or deprecated one. So for that, what we are doing is we are having a configuration. There are two things are there. So one is Java archive file. Okay. The other thing is called as a um, web archive file. Okay, so these are the two terms we are referring. Okay, one is Java and the another one is we'll call it as a web archive file. Okay, so why we are going for this first? So if example I'm going to have some Java application, I need some jar files. Example, if you go with, let me open the files. Give me some time. Just loading. Okay, so it is open. So now, if I take any one of this project, okay, if I just right click on this, I have something called as build path, right? And here we have something called as a configure build path. So what we will do in this place, example, if I'm trying to add some path or jar files, what I will do, I will go here and I will add some external jar files, right? So like this we will be doing. Okay, so that is called as a Java archive files. We are going to add some Java jar files. If it is a web application files, we'll be adding that files, right? So like this, we need some different jar files. And if example I take some jar files, okay, it will have some different versions, it get varied. So what happens is this configuration makes, it will get the appropriate version for a particular jar files. It may be for for a database, or it may be for your front end. Okay, whatever it may be, it will get the exact files, the var files, or Java jar files. It will assign. So for that only we'll be considering, we call it as a configuration. Okay. And what they are trying to say is a modern Java based enterprise application or any kind of platform, a deployment platform. If I'm going to use some different platforms, like I'm in the Windows and I'm trying to import it on the some other OS, like Linux distribution, or it is a Windows, or whatever it may be. Okay, if I'm going to do this, yes, the Spring frameworks will work. Okay, and here if you go, they have mentioned what are the things you are going to make it of. So it is all about a Spring framework, what it will do. And there are something called as, okay, there are something called as Hibernate and struts. So what is Hibernate and what is struts? So Hibernate is mostly used for a database. Okay, it is, if you go and check with the Hibernate, okay, this is a Hibernate website. Okay, so if I go here, you can see there are so many things are mentioned, like Hibernate ORM, reactive tools and others, validator. So if you click on this, you can see what is all about the Hibernate ORM. Okay, how you can what are the documentations we have, how we are going to make it as a roadmap, and two links, everything will be given to you. So these and all, this Hibernate is only for a database purpose. For that, we are using this Hibernate. Okay, actually, this is from a a Red Hat Linux. So the Red Hat Linux is a software foundation, right? So that for software foundation have done this Hibernate. And if I go with the struts, so strut is another framework. Struts. If I go with the struts, okay. From this itself, you can see this is launched from who? From Apache. From Apache, they have created this struts framework. You can see the strut is a free and open source MVC framework for creating a elegant and modern Java applications. Okay, and it is in over configuration is extensible using some plugin architecture. What are it supports? It supports REST, Ajax, and JSON. Okay, so these are the some different frameworks we have inside this application. So this Apache, it contains MVC, that is Model View Controller. If you take, there is something called as MVT, but that is not in our syllabus, but just tell you. So Model View Template. So that will be used for Django. You might have heard about Django, right? So they are using at the Django. So first we'll understand why we need to go for this different things. Okay. So example, let me take something as a system. Okay. So let me take it as a TV. So I have a TV and or okay, let me have this home. So I have a home. It is a new home. Okay. So that is called as a server. Let me take this. Okay. So in this home, I have a lot of things. I got a power supply. I got a power supply for this home server. Okay, for this home, I got a power supply. So, do I get a current inside my home if I get a power supply? No. So, I need a different switches for different things. Example, I'll be having a fan and light and etc. Okay, for each and everything, I will have a separate voltage, right? So if I have a mixie or grinder, whatever it may be, it will have some a different voltages, right? So I need to set up a switches for that. Okay, likewise, we have a server and it has a port. Okay, so the port is kind of a power, that is power supply. It is going to connect with the different clients. Example, it will be connect with the Hibernate. So how it is going to connect with the the client. Okay, so if there is a multiple clients I have, it will be connecting according to that port, right? So like that, it is assigned. So next, we'll understand what is called as a Spring Boot. Now we understand what is Spring Framework and what is Hibernate Framework and what is Struts. So now we'll have an idea about what is Spring Boot. I hope. So if I click on this, you can see the expansion. A Spring Boot makes it easy to create a standalone projects and producing a grand Spring based application that you can just run. So example, what they are trying to say is opinionated. So maybe if say example I can take like this. Okay, I'm going to the new house. Okay, I don't know what it is, what is the location is all about, and I don't know anything about it. What will be the cost and everything. So what I will do, I will just ask with the neighbors who are around me, and and also I will check in the mobile. So this I will do. Okay. So whatever the others give the suggestions, whatever the suggestion is given by the others. So opinionated view. Okay, I'm just getting the optionated view from others, and I'm getting clear things, and I'm going to buy the product for my house. So where I'll be getting a cheap vegetables, and where I will be getting some a least cost of foods. So like this, I'll be getting information, right? So that's they were saying. So optionated a view of a Spring platform, a third party libraries, so you can get started with a minimum first. From a third party, from the third person, I'm getting the information and I'm just designing that. So that is called as a Spring Boot. Okay, and so let's take one more example. Okay, uh, 1 second, give me a minute. Thank you, ma'am. So, if I take for an example, okay, I have a website, and example, I have a website, and I can store a data in any other different preference. Example, I'm going to store that in Oracle database, or I can store it in H2 database. There is something called as H2 database. Okay, and or I can save database in a MISQ. There are different options I have, right? So each and everything, if I want to connect Oracle database with the Java. Okay, so if I try to connect this with the Java, so what I need, I definitely need a jar files, right? I need some jar files to connect this. Again, if I'm going to use the H2 database, what I will do, I'll be having some different jar files. Okay, I'll be having a different jar file. So if I'm trying to connect with another, so each and everything there will be a different connectors. If I go with the MySQL, I need a MySQL connector database jar files. Okay, if you go and check, so there will be a number of connectors will be there, jar files will be there, so that will help you to connect with the database, right? So this is one of the connectors. So MySQL connector Java 8.0. Okay, so to what I'm trying to say is there are different jar files, so this will be configured. Once again, so please. Guys, I'm sorry I was in the